Welcome to the season finale of CSJ basketball. Let's have the women's game first against Fisher College. Have the men's game at a later date on Channel 15. You're watching Munger Vision, and you can always go to PEGTV.com and click video on demand and watch all the local sports you need to get your fill of. As you can see, that backlighting's going to be a little tough today with the door open, but we'll have Brittany Garrow taking the jump at center. And again, this is the season finale as the Saints survived the year, basically going with 6 players the whole season. Now, Fisher College and CSJ, obviously, they played earlier in the season. It's a conference game, Sunrise Conference game. It was a 5-point Fisher College win, so I'd hope to see a tight competitive ball game today, and they'll battle for the rebound, and it'll stay in bounds. Saved by Fisher College. Garrow with a nice effort originally to go diving after the basketball. CSJ, if you haven't figured it out yet, they're in the white uniforms. And LeBrie will tie up the basketball, and the arrow's going to go CSJ's way. Now, I'll have to let my camera warm up, so I'll get... You'll see that clear to blurry for the first couple minutes. So I find the field of depth. That's Paquette with the basketball. And she'll just have her pass intercepted, intended for Garrow. And Fisher College with a 2-on-2. Crossing over and misses the shot. Paquette did not pick up the foul. That was a good job by Paquette to bother the shot, but not pick up the foul. So Brianna Gunn off to Paquette. She'll kill the dribble up top. Go to LeBrie. She'll crank it up, and nope. Rebound. It's a one and done. Taken out there by Jackie Streeter, number 2 for Fisher College. Bringing the ball down the floor will be Dennis, number 23. Now, Fisher College with very limited numbers out there. Also, they have just 6 players on their roster, just 6 for CSJ, and that's all Twine for Streeter. All right, that camera driving me nuts today. A lot of times I don't know if it's the eyepiece and it's the camera seeing well, or if it's just me not seeing well. So 2-0, CSJ down by 2, just underway. 20-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Howard will go straight up with the ball, and that was just a tough shot, and she'll chase it down in the corner, and they'll have no new shot clock. It didn't hit the rim with 13 seconds left on the shot clock, and that will be allowed to play through. Paquette trying to get through Streeter, and Dennis with the basketball again. Yeah, it's been a different kind of season for CSJ. They play 6 freshmen on their roster. That's their whole roster. The game's first foul will be called. Now beyond LeBrie, her first personal. But yeah, they, as you can see, they're under height. They don't have a lot of tall players. They don't have any tall players. And they only have 1 substitution. But they win today. That'll be 4 wins. They have 3 conference wins. That was blocked by Howard, and here comes Garrow. So you know they're a very resilient group, and they've stuck it out through thick and thin time. So Paquette puts the shot up and will get it. Tell you, Paquette, just an amazing player to watch. And I don't mean this in a bad way. She just, some of the stuff she pulls off, you guys scratch your head and go, how'd she do that? Saints in that all familiar 2-3 zone they play, and that shot coming from the wings, a little long and strong. And wow, Streeter got the offensive rebound. Howard hit the floor, and it looked like there was no push from behind. Streeter just went up and would happen to be behind Howard on the physically, and that shot's going to not happen. Another offensive rebound. New shot clock now. 30 seconds revived on the shot clock. And Streeter going to be a big part of the offense today, as Dennis will put it off the window and in. Now, Streeter, I remember a couple years ago, she was a pitcher in the Sunrise Conference baseball. No, let's do that again. Softball league here when CSJ had a softball team. And very good athlete, because I remember for basketball, but I just thought she was a heck of a softball player. And LeBrie with the open look, told to take the shot and missed it. It'll be 4-2 Fisher College. And here comes Dennis, full throttle, front court, through the free throw line, and just no way, they should allow that to happen. He got stopped the ball up top from coming down in like that. And that was just an easy Swiss cheese defense as they went right through it and made the bucket. Makes it 6-2. Garrow, if they want to post up, will turn, draw the foul. I like that. They went down low, and I believe Wadhams will pick up the foul. Oh, I got to correct myself. That was Dennis called for the foul. So Brittany Garrow, who's a Rutland High graduate, will make the first one, cut the lead in half, as it goes 6-3. Garrow looks, fires, and will be short on the second one. Wadham with the rebound up top. Long pass, front court. Here comes Dennis. She'll slow it down, and we should just go to the elbow. Not a lot of pressure on top of that 2-3 zone. Hasn't been all season, and Wadhams will spin, and boy, I tell you, they're very fortunate that they didn't pick up the foul on that shot being made. It's again, CSJ down 8-3. They play uphill an awful lot. And Garrow, that shot was definitely blocked. And Howard had it, and we'll have a jump ball. Howard to the floor. And Coach Castro telling her to rip that shot when she's got a open look like that. Garrow, just don't wait on it, just take the shot. And that's what happened. A little hesitation gave the defense a chance to score and collapse on it. Dennis to the elbow. And that's going to be picked off by Paquette, and she'll cut to the left side. Paquette with the push. Baseline. Foul. Paquette, again, I don't know if she's 5'5" or 5'4", but I don't think she does a 40-yard dash in 4 or 5 seconds, but just amazing what she gets done out there. So Paquette from Boltoney will put up that left-handed free throw and miss it. His second chance here. It's only 8-3. We're early on, not quite 4.5 minutes in the basketball game. It was against VTC. Paquette playing down in the low post would be matched up with, I think, a 6'3", 6'4" player, and would beat her down in the blocks and beat her off the post-up movement. So Paquette, I mean, they just couldn't have asked any more from her this year. Coach Castrino of CSJ. They're looking to get the ball into, yeah, that's an easy call as Garrow had an arm around Streeter, and Garrow will pick up the foul. And that 5-point loss to Fisher College, CSJ been a bugaboo, and it's tough with just 6 players. They got in a little foul trouble, and I believe Garrow suffered some sort of injury that she wasn't able to finish out the ball game. Again, fouls, obviously both teams only 6 players. That's going to be a big area of concern. And a travel call. Dennis will be called for the travel. She got off an early start. Didn't put the ball down on the floor. Garrow the touch, and Brianna Gunn will run the point probably 99.9% of the day today. I'll tell you, talking about improved players, most improved players, I would have to give that to Gunn for CSJ. I mean, first half of the season, she just didn't look like a college point guard. I'll tell you what, second half of the season, she looks like a college point guard. That's how much she's improved. So in an 8-3 game, points a little hard to come by early on here. 14:50 to go in the first half. Nobody's called the timeout yet. And Wadhams. They haven't thought about going down in the low post to Wadhams. That shot going to be off the mark, and a rebound controlled by, battle for it with McFadden. She wasn't able to handle it for Fisher College, and then one of the CSJ players with the last touch. It'll go on a bounce, and Hollycroft coming in for Robin Labrie. That's a CSJ change. Again, haven't seen a lot of offense to tell you what they want to do on either side right now. Everything on the perimeter right now for Fisher College, and that will be another travel call, and that's going to be on Dennis again, getting those feet just a shuffling too early. And Gunn, there's a wait for, I'm not sure for what. In any event, we'll put the ball into play, and CSJ been stuck at 3 for quite a while. Have the men's game, CSJ Fisher College men's coming up later date. That's Seniors Day, so we'll have 3 seniors recognized for CSJ, and a double dribble called on Crocker. She tried to split the defense, take it down into the low post. And again, you don't very seldom see a press from CSJ. I've been told many reasons why they don't employ it. They'd like to, but they need more numbers, basically, is what it amounts to. So again, Fisher College have no problem bringing the ball up, as I haven't seen any press from Fisher College yet either. Wadhams with the fake, sets, fires off the backboard, trying to kiss it in. No good. Gunn looking to up-tempo the game, will accelerate to the middle of the floor, chase the ball down at the logo, and get set now to work off the screen set by Croc. Looking for the pass to Paquette on the wing, and here's the pick by Fisher College, and taking it all the way in the paint, and then knocked away by Croc, and she'll push it to Gunn from her knees. She's able to wrestle the ball free and get into Brianna Gunn. That was a good play out there by Croc. Look at that entry pass. And the finish by Howard. So when they put Howard down low, she's had a lot of success this year. And right there, she'll make it an 8-5 game on the basket. Fisher College by 3. And LeBrie going to come back to the scorer's table and check into the ball game for CSJ. And that's going to be off the mark. And did it hit the inline? Yes. Croc got there, but it went out of bounds. Streeter back in the ball game for Fisher College. And she's going to replace Talia Hyatt, I should say. And some question at the scorer's table. I'm not sure if it's on the 30-second clock. It's at 15 seconds right now. And I want to just verify the shot clock. Yeah, so they're going to keep it at 15. Plenty of time, especially since they're in their offensive end. And wow, quick whistle. I'm not sure. Paquette looks like she's the guilty one. Yeah. That'll be a foul on Paquette. That's a strange play in the inbounds pass. Anyways, they got it into number 5, McFadden. She was right there below the basket. Like to not take the shot and almost did a football handoff. Good play. Oh, swung it around weeks. One pass too many again. And Streeter. Oh, wicked hook shot high off the glass in by Jackie Streeter. Wow. Makes it 10-5 Fisher College. Yeah, they're just getting the shot clock. They want to reset to 25 seconds. Okay, so we'll go side out now, and the CSJ squad will try to get the ball in bounds. We'll have Croc and Paquette, Garrow, LeBrie, and Howard on the floor right now for the Fighting Saints. In their home whites, on their home court, looking to end the season with a win. That'll be their 4th win of the year. And nice, again, they got the ball down low to Howard. She could have a big day today with the matchups out there. That's one of the matchups that's going to be favoring the Fighting Saints. And we'll bring the ball on his side to Beckham, number 15. Again, spacing off just a little bit for Fisher College. Everything kind of cramped together. They tried to roll the baseline and bounce pass it in, and just wasn't going to happen. LeBrie with the touch to Garrow. She likes to bomb those threes. LeBrie got it. Tell you, LeBrie's another one of those. I just watch her and I'm like, wow. You know, she improved a lot, and I don't know how she's pulling all this off, but she's getting the job done. But we're going to have a timeout taken by Fisher College. They'll be down. Well, they'll be up 10-9 over CSJ, but they want to talk it over. We're in the first half of play on Munger Vision. So Beckham brought the ball in. Again, Wanham will get the ball top. Well, it's high post. They'll bring it down Streeter. She's a good athlete. Got to keep an eye on Streeter. Wanham will chase down the ball and catch it right at the sideline. You must have just inches over there to keep it clear. Beckham all the way in, and no. I tell you, she made a good attempt. Tiffany Beckham didn't. Oh, I don't know how that wasn't a foul on Dennis as she pushed LeBrie out of the way, bringing the ball down the floor. And that time they tried to go to Howard. Pass just a tad too tall, and that's going to be a turnover. There haven't been a lot of turnovers in the first 8 minutes of this basketball game. PEGTV.com, click video on demand. That's where you go to watch local sports on the internet. Free service anytime, anywhere you want to be. And Wanham will circle back around and shot clock down to 13. That hasn't been an issue in the ball game at all. The shot clock or the offense. Streeters, they kick it back out, and Wadhams, no. Paquette, ball tipped to her, and a lot of times she'll just bring the ball down the floor herself. She gets a ton of rebounds, and that was not touched by Beckham. We'll go over to Fisher as we have Brianna Gunn coming into the ballgame, replacing Brittany Gare, who's got a cut on her arm, and she's got to get it bandaged up. And again, it's going to be Dennis going to see a lot of action. Number 23, along with Beckham 15, the backcourt for Fisher College. But Wadham's had a matchup size advantage over Gunn. She could have shot over the top of her. I like to not, so they want to go down on the low post. Streeter, that was different. Little jump, underhand, shuffle shot type deal. A lot of creativity out there today. Croc was open for a second from the free throw line. Didn't feel the defense behind her, and here's a breakout for Dennis. Up and cashes it in. Makes it a 12-9 Fisher College lead. Yeah, today is designated Seniors Day, but like I said, 6 freshmen on the girls basketball roster, so they don't have to, I don't want to say worry about Seniors Day. There's just no seniors out there. We'll have 3 seniors for the men's game. That'll be recognized. And back up to the left hand will make the basket. There's a little up-tempo. So Garrow quickly back to the score table. Should be checking back in for CSJ as they've fallen down by 5 now, 14-9. Gunn. No look pass to LeBrie, and then trying to force the ball down into Paquette, and that's just not, there's no passing lane right there right now. Howard will reach up, make the grab, stop short, put the shot up, no good. Kroc will chase it to the far side, and it will be CSJ ball. Now Garrow will come in, and she will replace Kroc. Yeah, they're just chasing the ball down, stayed in the corner, nobody went and got it. And LeBrie all the way up top to Howard. And actually, I think that might have been tipped. It was different. As Kroc, very brief rest, going to be back at the scores table. Not sure who she's going to be coming in for, but that will go off from Brianna Gunn as the drive by Hyatt was stopped by Gunn, and the ball went out of bounds. And it'll be Paquette who will sit down. That's a CSJ change. So Kroc in for Paquette, and the ball just tossed aimlessly into the backcourt. Wadhams. They rotate the ball all the way around. You got that 2-3 zone kind of sliding. Yeah, Streeter found it. Blocked by Howard, and then the foul. Amanda Howard with a big block, and then she was fouled. And I believe the Streeter called for the foul. Yeah, we'll have a CSJ timeout down by 5, 14-9, 9:07 to go in the first half of play on PEGTV. Saints timeout, trying to close the gap here. They're down by just 5, but a lot of times too, Coach Castrino, with no subs, has to use the timeout just to get his team like a substitution break from being able to sit down and catch their breath, as well as regroup, talk about strategy. Again, it's a game that is winnable for CSJ today, and that's what they want to do. Put on a good effort. Gunn will get the tip pass and then put it in the front court to LeBrie, and she's got a 3-point shot today, so they have to respect her on the perimeter. That's going to be Howard, no good. Weak side rebound, Kroc up, blocked, and Streeter tipped the ball out to Beckham, and Beckham will have no pressure again to bring the ball down the front court. Got the Glazic tournament coming up for you on Channel 15, PEGTV, Munger Vision. As that will start March 7th, run to March 12th. I also have it on PEGTV.com. I also have it on Channel 15 itself on the old-fashioned television way. Camera driving me nuts today. I just can't tell if it's in focus. It's funny because when I go home and make the DVD for Channel 15, the picture looks good. Just trying to watch the game through the eyepiece, and it's blurry all the time. I guess that could be me too, huh? Garrow up, and no. Nice roll to the hole. I like that they pushed the ball in the middle of the floor. Just didn't get the finish. And here comes Beckham. Gunn back defensively, and we'll let her go by, and no good. Howard with the defensive boards will just shuffle the ball off to Gunn. Gunn looking for some tempo. Long pass front court to Garrow. She'll set herself up on the perimeter and get a 2-pointer for Garrow. She was inside the arc, and that'll make it 14-11 now. Of course, Garrow, with a tremendous following, has a lot of people here in the crowd that watches her play, almost like her own fan club. Actually, I see Haley Katrupi from Mill River, great soccer player from Mill River. She's got a shirt with 21 on it and BG Brittany Garrow on it, so she's literally probably the head of the fan club. Plus Brittany's family is large in numbers, and then we got a lot of fan base here like that. It's good to see them in the gym. Paquette will come in for CSJ and replace LeBrie. See Beckham in the back court along with Dennis, and things underway now with 7:06 to go. Tight ball game, 14-11, just what I want, just something competitive. It could be 69-60 right now, it's close. Lom's traveled, yeah, she turned in, took some big steps there. Well, it wasn't that long ago that we're talking Fisher College CSJ. This would be for like a 1 or 2 or 3 seeding in the conference tournament. But neither team qualified for the tournament, and both in rebuilding stages right now. Garrow, good grab, blocked by Beckham. Ball will be controlled by Paquette, and she'll just give it off to Howard. Ball fakes, drives, no. Front rim, Garrow tip it to herself, and got the jump ball. Streeter will block it, and it'll be a jump ball. And the arrow is going to stay with Fisher College. So that was a good defensive play down low by Fisher as they got the CSJ got what they wanted. They get the ball in down low to Garrow, and she just had a good defensive play created against her. They'll roll it across, then Kroc will slide to the floor, and we have a timeout. Yep, possession was established by CSJ. Coach Castrino calling timeout, and he'll take a 30-second timeout with 6:26 to go in the first half. 14-11 Fisher College over CSJ. Yeah, what they're doing right now, there's 17 on the shot clock, and there should be a new 28. Okay, yeah, because there should be a new 30 with the change of possession back to CSJ. It took 2 seconds to call a timeout, so they'll reset the shot clock to 28 seconds. And the officials ran on top of it. And Garrow to Gunn, and boy, she went through some heavy traffic, and Gunn will get the ball down into the hands of Kroc. Paquette with the grab, and she'll stand at the top of the arc, swing the ball to the elbow. You want to go down and slide to Howard, and she'll be blocked again, and then the foul. Kroc got the rejection of the shot by Howard, and then she went up with the shot, and she got fouled. And there it is on the arm, and 2 shots come. A lot of fouls called in this first half. That is just the 7th foul combined between the 2 schools. 4 on Fisher College, 3 on CSJ, and Kroc will just miss the first one. Left it a little bit short. So it stays just a 3-point spread. That foul was also called. I never did tell you that. It's on number 5, McFadden, Tasha McFadden, and Kroc missed the second shot, followed it up, and knocked the ball out of McFadden's hands out of bounds. As each team facing off today with just 6 players apiece. And Fisher looking for the conference sweep of CSJ. They won by 5 down in Fisher College's home court. You can see that they'll swing the ball around. Beckham, a little off-balance shot, no good. Rebound on the weak side, going to be chased down by Dennis. They'll get another possession. Up, and now Adams with the basket. Actually, the ball was chased down by Hyatt, 22. Lead back to 5. It's been no larger than 5, and CSJ's been right on the edge of a run to catch up, but just can't quite get it there. Howard, no. Rebound, a one and done. Weak side will be taken down by Hyatt. Hyatt now to Dennis. Dennis where the timeline. Defense getting set up. And the shot clock never moved again. Yep. All right, I tee him up now. These 2 guys here, last game of the year. Got to have it together by now. They're disrupting the flow. They're going to far side. Yeah, I see Dennis and Beckham and Hyatt. Getting the geography right as the ball will be on the far side of the CSJ gym. And so now with the clock down to 22. Travel. Yeah, I'm not sure what Beckham was doing there. It was different, but they called it for the travel. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the West Rutland girls varsity basketball team for making it to the Final Four. They're heading to Barry, Vermont, 2nd year in a row. They went to the title game last year, lost by 3, and they're looking to make a return to the title game as they came up with a big win over Rivendell on Munger Vision. Double dribble on Garrow. They'll turn the ball back over. Yeah, that was some intense basketball, that Rivendell West Rutland quarterfinal playoff game from the Hinchy Gym, and that's already on the internet. You can sit there and watch that on PEGTV.com or actually right on Channel 15 itself. But that was an outstanding ball game, and congratulations to the Mill River girls varsity team. They winning their play-down game in double overtime. They lost in the quarterfinals, but they had a good record this year and showed a lot of improvement throughout the season. Enjoyed covering their games. I was able to get there and cover. And Garrow into the front court. She's been quiet point-wise today, Garrow has, and that could change in the second half. I'll tell you what. I can't say it's not a well-refereed game because they're consistently not calling fouls. So that's what everybody tells me about who's big into considered basketball knowledgeable. As long as you're consistent, the officials, that's all they're looking for. So I guess they're consistent because they're not calling a lot of shoves and pushes and hits and hacks. But they're consistently not calling it, so they must be doing a good job. That shot down low was by Wadhams, 18-11 now. As CSJ down by 7. Gunn through the paint. Can't get the finish. Oh, that was a great move by Gunn. Shouldn't get discouraged. Do it again. As the ball will be chased down by Dennis. She put the dribble down. The ball went away from her. Bottoms faking the three. No, swing it down in the corner. Beckham throws over the top. Going to get into that 2-3 zone, which is going to be a foul on Croc. Yeah, that'll be a shooting foul as they'll send Hyatt to the line, number 22. Talia Hyatt. Oh, I got the wrong number. It's McFadden, number 5. So what happens, we look through a blurry eyepiece all the time. Or maybe the eyepiece is clear. Huh. There's Labrie, number 20, and Streeter, number 2, coming in for their teams respectively. As it's CSJ, Labrie is number 2, Streeter is Fisher College. And it'll be Croc that will sit down for CSJ, and Wadhams that will sit down for Fisher. So 19-11 now, again, that's the largest lead of the ball game so far. CSJ being held to just 11 points in 17 minutes of basketball. Average, estimated 17 minutes, is not quite 17. That's not going to win many ball games. They got to turn that around. She traveled, yep. Labrie went to make the move and traveled, and they'll turn it over. And I'll tell you, both sides lacking intensity today. And you would think against a team that you're matched up with, skills-wise, numbers-wise, and you had a 5-point game already, that this would be an intense game right off the bat because you're competitive with each other. Very flat right now, though. They're going to dump it down inside the Streeter. She wants to post up. Oh, there's no doubt about that foul. I could hear just skin on skin right there as Howard will pick up the foul, number 25. And 2 shots coming up. Yeah, so Streeter will settle in at the line. And that is the first foul on Howard. That's the 15th foul because neither team in the bonus yet. With 3:17 to go in the first half. So lead at 9, looking to make it the first double-digit lead of the ball game on this shot. Streeter will not make it happen. And Labrie and Howard will be able to save it as the 2 teammates kind of got tangled up with each other. Gunn will set a screen. I'll let Paquette go up the middle of the floor, and Paquette wants to accelerate to the baseline. That was a tough shot. She came inbounds and made the save herself, and it was blocked out of bounds. Again, just a tremendous effort by Paquette, but again, makes you watch the defense and wonder how they can allow that. It's almost like she's stealth, invisible. That was a hook shot attempt by Labrie. And Darrow will slide out of bounds into the bleachers. 5-on-4 right now for Fisher College. It's Darrow hustling to get back into play. And that's got to be a travel or a jump ball. Take it either way. Yeah, and that's going to reset the clock down back to 30. And the possession will flip over to the other side to favor for Fisher College now. Paquette crossed it over and went over and back. Yep. Yeah, there's some disagreement on the call. And they're explaining to Coach Castrino why he's not going to win the argument. The argument was the ball was touched defensively by Fisher College in the front court. Went into the back court. Paquette touched it in the back court. Thus, it should not have been a violation. Again, it's just a real quiet gym. There's a lot of people here for a girls' game. I don't mean like it's because it's a girls' game, just they don't draw a lot of people. But pretty good crowd. But they're quiet. The teams are quiet. Everybody's kind of got the Sunday blahs going on out there. That's McFadden, and she'll wait to find Dennis. Like I said, I can't remember Dennis taking a break in this first half. Okay, thank you. Now they'll go up and in, and they'll push the lead down to 22-11. That's the highest difference in the ball game to this point. CSJ with just 11 points in the first half of play. Well, they just never really established an offense right now as far as they want to be inside or outside. I like the option of going down into Howard. That's a tough shot and won't happen. Rebound, Garrow up. Got it. Brittany Garrow down inside. We'll get the bucket. It was a long time coming, but 22-13, lead down to 9. The Streeter They'll play that inside, outside. They bring it down the low post, kick it back out. Streeter came up top, set the screen for Dennis, and that's going to be, 2-pointer they're saying. That's Wadham's number 11 at the scores table with 1:14 to go. She'll be coming back into the basketball game. That's going to be for Fisher College. So again, CSJ with only 13 points, but if they make a little run, they could be right in the ball game without any offense. Darrow got it. That's some good offensive glass work right there between Howard on her putback miss, and then Darrow with her putback made the basket. And they're going to have a 30-second Fisher College timeout with just 52 seconds to go in the half. 24-15. Fisher College lead over CSJ. Fisher with 26 seconds on the shot clock. Wanting that timeout to get organized here in this possession. Just a 9-point ball game, and obviously it's going to be a tight down through on the spin move, making the pass play. They throw it right to Paquette. So CSJ now with an opportunity to again chip away. Oh, great pass. And Howard missed her shot, got her own rebound, got fouled, and drop for her. And Streeter, number 2, will be called for the foul. Boy, in the last 2.5 minutes, you can kind of maybe feel that little extra gear kicking in for CSJ. Definitely got momentum on their side, and Howard won't get the first shot to drop. She'll get a second shot here, but they've been doing it by getting a lot of offensive rebounds, probably 5 in the last 2.5 minutes. And there's the shot. Again, they've worked themselves back into the ballgame, down just 8, 24-16. Shot clock, game clock, 3 seconds difference. There's Dennis to McFadden, and that was Paquette on that side of the zone that will cover her. Beckham wants to go down in the low post, and Wadham's going to call an offensive foul, and it was Paquette that took it for the team. That was a heck of a pass, though, too, to get the ball down in the low post, and then just a good job of being in the way by Paquette. And now we'll see the first press of the first half as they want to burn some clock here. 17 seconds in the first half left. Shot clock's off. See if they play for the last shot. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Well, it looks like they're going to be in that position no matter what. Streeter just picked up another foul. Yep. She's playing defense from behind, trying to go through the bodies that have come around. And push. It's no shots. It's just these. Oh, wait a minute. Look, they're saying that is a 17th foul. Yeah, I got to tell you, I looked up and they were at 5 apiece. I must have just looked up before they made the switch on the last Streeter foul. And that's now 3 fouls on Streeter. And I believe she's the first player for either side to get into 3-foul territory. And that was the 1-on-1, no good. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and you don't seem to have a sense of urgency. No, they're going to dribble it out. They're going to be content to go to the halftime with an 8-point lead. 24-16, Fisher College with the lead over CSJ in college basketball action on PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports on Munger Vision. Well, I think what both teams really need to do is come out with a little fire in their belly here in the second half. It was a very flat, unemotional first half of play. Not criticizing, just telling what I saw. So we'll see which team will come out with a little flame under their butt here and get going. And I would just be thinking in CSJ, my final regular season home game against a team that I only lost by 5-2 on the road. Knowing I was going to be competitive or had a chance to win today, I don't know, I would came out with a little more intensity or emotion. There's going to be a foul on Streeter. It's her 4th. Yeah. And Streeter having a lot of conversations with Wadham's out there. Her teammate, just before the break, they were talking about how to play defense without getting those fouls, but that was an obvious call right there. It's a good call. That'll be the first foul in the second half. 4th foul on Streeter, and CSJ trying to take advantage of that. Streeter's a physical presence out there, but Dennis fouled and almost made the basket, so and the Saints, a little lethargic offensively, turned the ball over. And all of a sudden, Dennis to the line. Should be shooting a couple, and that with a 10-point lead. Will be the first foul on Gunn of CSJ. Might have rushed that shot a little bit. she'll take her time much more here on the second shot. Tried to use the glass to bank it in. Wadham's got there and couldn't. She kept it alive, but she couldn't grab the ball. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be Garrow in the backcourt along with Gunn. And Garrow had a very quiet first half point-wise. She's usually one of the leading scorers for CSJ, but again, just a real quiet basketball game right now. They're trying to go down inside to Howard against the zone defense, and the pass picked off. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for CSJ, and that's going to be up. And Beckham, no. Rebound, Wadham's got a hand on it, couldn't control it. Garrow, numbers aren't there right now, and boy, she got into a lot of blue jerseys, and they knocked the ball away. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers to start off this second half of play for CSJ. Well, they were held to just 16 first half points. There's a foul. And pretty obvious. Take a look and see what the strategy is here for Fisher College starting off this second half. It's to drive to the hole, attack the basket. Doing that to draw in fouls. It's going to be 2 fouls now on Paquette. 2 on the team, and that basket good makes it the 11-point lead, 27-16. Fisher College. They're called the Falcons. Didn't even mention that in the first half of plays. You kind of announce the game, and if it's a lethargic game, you kind of get lethargic yourself. I mean, I can't make no offense and a lot of turnovers sound exciting. That's going to be off the mark, and it'll be out of bounds. Nobody touched it, and it'll become the Falcons basketball. Again, we haven't seen a press from CSJ yet. Only 1 press from the Fisher squad, and that was at the very end of the first half of play. Mostly that was just to make an eat-up clock, bringing the ball down. I think it was with 7 seconds to go in the half. Dennis and Gunn. Boy, and Gunn doing a good job of following her, keeping a good posture defensively, not picking up the foul. Saints need something to happen here, and whether it's a big block or a charge or that hit the side of the backboard. Something that would ignite their offense. I like Gunn taking it to the hole off the dribble penetration, but she's only done that a couple times, and good results. Look at Paquette go get that basketball in and foul. I tell you, Paquette, I never think Paquette would be the person who would make something happen. And she went and got the offensive rebound and took it to the hole, all 5'4" of her, and drew the foul. And it's one of those things. If the low post players had Paquette's mentality, it would be awesome. Because she's actually a 3 out there, but she plays a little guard. She plays a little 1, a little 2, a little 3, a little 4. But she goes down and does all that tough, dirty work down inside, and then she plays big down inside on offense. It's Beckham. Going to bring the ball up this time. It isn't Dennis, and change that. Oh, nice look, nice cut, and got the finish. Very basic play, but it worked. You kind of wonder. Now, I didn't hear one voice talking out defensively to communicate to each other on that screen, and then the cut. LaBrie, she's got 1-3. Just missed the second one. It's a 1 and done, though, as Dennis able to chase down the ball, lost her dribble, gives it to Wadhams, and Wadhams will allow all traffic to go by her. And again, they're going to go back now to Dennis. Now, Dennis brought the ball up and set the table offensively, probably 99.9% of that first half. McFadden looked, didn't take the shot, and then Gunn got there defensively and took away the drive to the hole. Look at the offensive rebound, foul. LaBrie will pick up the foul, and Hyatt should be going to the line to shoot a couple. 20 is LaBrie. I'm just waiting to see the foul, and that's only her second personal. Hyatt at the line. Going to be shooting 2. That's quickly 3 fouls on CSJ here in the second half as a team. Oh, we talk about arc. Whoa. Good thing. That's a tall ceiling. That's going to be one of the highest shots I've ever seen. Wow. That's cool. She made that one. That looks like something the Globetrotters would do. CSJ letting that lead creep way up there, and They don't, obviously, they're down by 14, right? And it's simple math, because I went to Rutland High School, and that's all I learned there was simple math. And look at that, back with a nice shot. They're down by 16, 32-16. And if they don't make a run shortly, this game's going to be over because they need to make 16 points up, and they've only scored 16. So timeout taken by CSJ, down 32-16. Pretty much paraphrasing Coach Casarino in the huddle as he's dropping them. You want to know what was wrong with them? Why they're not trying, why they aren't playing, why they're doubting themselves? I like that. Look at that. Paquette got the missed shot, wants to kick it back out, and Casarino with the grab. Unfortunately, he's out of bounds, and he's a coach. But he went to Howard down on the low post. Nothing wrong with missing a shot, but no time to get the offensive rebound and then turn the ball back over. They need something to ignite them. There's usually defense will ignite your offense. And there's the start right here. Need points off possession already, though, with 15:57 to go. Garrow got it. Well, maybe that little spirited pep talk. We'll get the juices flowing out there in Brittany Garrow. And don't take me wrong, I mean, they lose, and the sun's going to rise tomorrow, and everything's going to, be the same. But just surprised by all the strides they made to get so much improvement throughout the year to kind of, well, be blunt about it, kind of have a half-hearted effort so far. It doesn't mean they can't change it real quick here. And then Garrow will chase it down. And it'll be knocked out of bounds by Wadhams. They're going to allow Croc to come in now. She's going to take LeBree's spot, and that's a CSJ change. And Paquette will take it out of bounds. Going to run the stack formation. And to Howard, up. Might be looking for the foul, didn't get it. Dennis going to take it up, and we got to call something. And it's going to be on Garrow. Yeah. I tell you, it has been a physical, choppy game as far as from the officiating standpoint. And I gave them credit for being consistent in that first half. They were very consistent, but I'll wait for the shot here. In my opinion, which means nothing, in the first 5 minutes of the second half, it's been a lot of hacking and slapping, and then they called that foul and ignored the rest. You gotta be consistent. If you're gonna stink through the first half, you gotta stink in the second half. I mean, to really put it the nuts and bolts, which doesn't make me right, doesn't make them wrong. It's just I'm watching the game, that's what it looks like to me, which again means nothing. Oh, Howard made the duck up underneath move and went off the foot of Wadhams on the bound. Okay, so CSJ on the baseline with 17 seconds to go on the shot clock on this sequence. Look at that, nice play, count it. And the foul, all right. So Garrow going to the line, and I tell you what, you can tell Garrow's mindset. I've known her since she was a little kid, just by watching her facial expressions or her body language. Since the timeout, where coach was kind of like asking her what the heck's her problem, she's picked it up. She's picking it up. She's starting to chug away. And she scored most of her points here in this last 3.5 minutes. 34-21, lead down to 13. CSJ maybe going to end up the last home game of the regular season with a big rally, a big come from behind win. Oh, off the dribble on the ball fake. Wadhams stripped as Garrow got a hand on it. Chased down by Dennis. 9 on the shot clock to go down inside. And everybody's touched it. Now Garrow will have it. And yeah, best thing she could do, slow it down. And they're looking for Paquette, and Wadhams will get the ball slapped up top. She chased it down, and looking for her point guard will find Dennis now. Oh, every time they get that. Oh, Howard just reached and took the ball away. Wadhams took it back, and oh, they're going to hit the floor, and people are flopping, and Howard's getting up, and Wadhams is going to be okay, and Howard will pick up the foul. And tell you what, cheering that one. And it'll be Fisher with the stack formation off the inbounds ball, and they just back McFadden up, and They want to go to Wadhams. McFadden, no. Off the window, no good. Look at it. She took the shot and got the rebound. Oh, look at that. She should finish the drive off. Again, Howard just a lot of reaching out there. That's a long three-pointer, no good. Weak side rebound. Oh, they got to call that. I mean, that was Hyatt with her hand on the back, pushing Croc through. No whistle on the play. Fortunately, CSJ will get the basketball back. And that's not the reason you're behind. That's not what I'm trying to make a sound. That's a high three-point shot. Howard, offensive rebound, jump ball. That was a good call. A lot of ball there. A lot of hands on ball. So the arrow this time favoring the Saints on their home court. Down by 13, 13-26 to go in regulation. Gunn. Not looking for the shot today. Oh, that was a wicked hard pass to handle. Gunn can hit those shots. She's proven it later in the season that she can. I haven't seen Coach Castrino get teed up this year. I'm not saying he deserves it, but I just don't know how he's kept his composure to the point where what the heck? It's going to be timeout taken by Fisher College. They're up by 13 with about 13 minutes to go. And he's having a little chat there. So we'll see what changes come about now as foul-wise CSJ with 5 team fouls and just 3 on Fisher College. Big number for Fisher is the 4 fouls on Streeter. She remains on the bench and got it. Well done play. Well done, huh? How's that for high school education? Well executed play. Garrell holding the ball up top, wants to go down inside to Howard. She'll turn, face the basket, had the drop down help, almost stripped the ball from her. Garrell, nope, still looking for that three-point shot. She can get hot from three-point mark. She can. Sometimes it takes you a while to get hot. Me personally, I'd post her up. Oh, nice strip by Gunn. The ball will roll free and pick back up. 13 seconds on the shot clock and then blocked by Garrow, and she'll chase down the block herself. And she picked her play up here in the second half. She'll accelerate to the hole, and a foul will be called on Hyatt. That's just the 4th team foul. It's a non-shooting foul. The ball will go out of bounds on the baseline to CSJ under their own basket. And they need an offensive flair. Oh, look at it. Oh, she was wide open. And she made it a harder shot than she had to. Pocket. Oh, he's down there. Oh, my goodness. You hear the hand slapping. No foul call. And then they're going to call that. Oh. They had, well, you know, it definitely was a foul on Croc. Absolutely. But there were like 3 fouls led up to that they didn't call. So the Saints, again, had an offensive opportunity. The pass to Garrell, she just had to turn to a layup, and she turned to the middle of the floor instead. Wadhams with a nice drive and no finish. I can see why it's just a 5-point game down at Fisher College. They're very evenly matched teams. And that will be a foul on Hyatt. And LeBrie, yeah, she was on the sideline for quite a while. Now LeBrie's going to be coming in for Croc, and LeBrie will go right down and get to work. She'll bring the ball. No, she won't. They're going to kick her back inside and go with Garrow. Got Gunn. She can hit that. No, she wants to go back to Garrow. Turns, fires, got it. See, if you're not hitting the three-point shot, and Garrow struggled with it today. She's a good shooter, but she struggled today. That's the next easiest option to choose. Put her inside. She's 5'9". There's only another 5'9" player out there is Wadhams. Post her up, and Gunn will get called for the foul. Yeah, and they're already at the 7th foul. And Streeter coming back in with the 4 fouls at the 11:19 to play mark. 36-23 Fisher College with that 13-point lead, trying to add to it. Here's the 2nd foul on Gunn. And nope. Howard, well-timed jump because she allowed Fisher player to get in front of her and box her out, but the ball came back just far enough to clear the Fisher player. Paquette with the catch. I'm not sure she was the target. LeBrie with the ball fake will go down to Howard, and she'll pivot and bring the ball all the way back outside to Garrow, and she hasn't got it yet. Weak side rebound. Gun, no good. That will be taken out of there by number 15, Beckham. Beckham into the front court, and Beckham going to take it all the way in. Yeah, and that should have been a foul, and it is a foul. Yeah, and that's going to be, well, it's 3 or 4 on Paquette, but it'll be Beckham taking the free throws. Okay, so Beckham will be at the line. And that is 3 on Paquette now. And that will bring Croc back off the bench after a very brief rest, and she'll come in, I would assume, for Paquette. And that is not the change. It'll be Gunn coming out. Down to 10:47 to go in the second half of play, and the 8th team foul on CSJ. And Beckham got them both. Nice sounding shots too. They did that swish, nothing but the net sound. Sound I could never make the basket do. LeBrie dribbled to her left and then throws cross. Very fortunate that didn't get picked off. Howard, nope. She was, one thing she did, and I'm not picking on her, she took that shot and she was heading down the court before she finished the shot. On nice block. Howard came across and really, that wasn't very well played defense. Howard just having to get the block as they let him go around and get to the baseline. Catch the shot, and Beckham, no. The rebound, still anybody's balling. Again, just if it was a soccer game, I'd say that Fisher was winning all the 50-50 balls. They're getting to all those loose balls to Croc. They'll knock the ball away. And then it'll be picked back up by Dennis. And she'll slice through the paint, and boy, she got fouled, no call. And there you go. Well, a lot of white jerseys watching the action. And it'll be LeBrie called for the foul. Yeah, it's almost like they're sleepwalking through the game right now, CSJ. The lead with a chance to go up to 16. That's at 15 right now. Gunn, very brief rest. She'll come in for Paquette, and Hyatt coming in for Wadhams for Fisher. I'll tell you, with Wadhams on the bench right now, taking a breath, this should be the time to attack the low post offensively. Just pound it inside. You got Streeter with 4 fouls in there. Wadhams with the only height muscle on the bench catching her breath. It would be like a no-brainer offensively, not to come down and just launch all these. That was blocked by Howard. Comes down to Hyatt. She'll pull the ball back out. 25 seconds on the shot clock, and they're going to reset the offense. Beckham with Croc on her. Oh, nice move, and to the free throw. And they'll send them back to the line. Oh, it's happened all day. There hasn't been a lot of moving of the feet defensively. There's been a lot of reaching and hacking. With 9:50 to go in the second half. CSJ with just 23 points in a college basketball game. And you're not talking about playing UCLA. And they're probably one of the most improved teams, the CSJ squad, as I've seen all year, which was a long way to come. But they just, to this point, they can fix it, but they just haven't brought it today. I mean, mostly attitude. They seem tired and lost out there. LeBrie, nope. And again, that's what I was talking about. The shot came from way outside, and this is the time to push the ball inside to Garrow and to Howard. Yeah, they're going to reset the shot clock. So they're going to reset it to 25 seconds. Ball goes side out to Fisher College. The CSJ's been a very guard-oriented type offense since Coach Castrino took over. Well, he changed the whole offense from what Dr. Larson had, Coach Larson had, which is fine. Everybody does his own thing, but at times where you have to look at the matchups. Hyatt with the grab will go back to the corner, and she wants to go down inside to Streeter. It's Paquette against her, and Streeter turns and goes off the glass and in, and now it's at 18 points to lead, 41-23 Fisher. Garrow left alone. That's going to be a 2-point shot. She'll get it. A lot of ground to make up, though, in 8:48. Down 16. We have the boys against Fisher College. CSJ boys against Fisher College. And it'll be seniors day. There'll be 3 seniors on the boys squad. And a foul. That's going to be LeBrie picking up the foul, and that's going to be, I believe she's at 3 now. Oh, 4. Okay, so she's at 4. And she's the first CSJ player to pick up 4. It's also the 10th team foul already. And Streeter, after her basket, will sit back down with the 4 fouls, and Wadhams will come back in. Got them both. Gun to LeBrie. To Paquette. See the defense collapse down around her. They'll go back to LeBrie, and she'll be a little short on the shot. It'll go out of bounds, and who was saying tipped? White basketball, okay. I can hear the Fisher coach. She shot and missed, and I didn't think it was tipped either. Again, a little layup, little bunny shot, no good, and could have been a foul, could have been a travel, and I let them play through it. At least they were consistent right there. Wow, Hyatt came out with a moving screen, literally moving a lot, no call. Garrow will release the inside foul. Yeah. Well, a lot of people, I go to a lot of different games, videotape, and everybody's always saying, will there be teams next year at CSJ? Look, I mean, only 6 players on the girls' team. And I always tell them, I really don't know. But look at today's economic times. Budget crunches everywhere. Fiscal responsibility. And I'm not knocking any of the players on the floor. They're trying their best. But would you do this again next year with just 6 players? Financially, you know, the uniforms, the insurance, the bus rides, the hotel rooms, the food. I mean, is it fiscally worth, unless you go out and recruit, you know, a good crop of players and have 8 or 9 people on a team? So I don't know the answer to ask me that. You know, I talked to Coach Bartlett today, the men's coach, and he was telling me the possibility of 12 players next year, and they've got a lot of. They've hit the pavement. They've done a lot of recruiting. They've tried to sell the school to the, you know, to the prospective students. Even if he gained, he's got 3 players coming back. Even if he gained just half of those recruits, he'd have an 11-man roster, a 9-man roster. Wadhams got it. And this one pulling away now. It's at 22, 47, 25. I tell you, and just to be blunt, with the improvements that CSJ has made, the fact that it was a 5-point game against the same team down at Fisher College, I never expected to see. I really thought they were going to come out and win today, seriously. But they're down by 20 points with 7 minutes to go in the basketball game. Yeah, like I said, no lead's insurmountable, but they got to make up 20 points in 7 minutes. They're going to need a fantastic finish. Should be an understatement, but McFadden with the ball, and that's Garrow on her defensively. They want to bring the ball back, and it's going to be Beckham. Beckham with Croc on her defensively. Beckham kick it out. I think that was going to potentially set up for a shot, and Gunn with the steal. And yeah, she thought there was going to be a whistle on the high dribble, didn't get it, missed the layup, and there's got to be a foul, and finally a call. And Allison Howard to the line, and they desperately need these 2 shots. Again, just a couple things. Remind you, I've already talked about the Glazic tournament coming up on at the Hinchy Gym, March 7th to March 12th. Also on PEGTV.com, PEGTV itself. And also got the Loyalty Day Parade coming up May 2nd, downtown Rutland. Both cool events to go to and watch. Howard will miss them both. Now Howard's former team, the Fairhaven Union High School Slaters, in the Final Four. Congratulations to Kyle Wilson, head coach at Fairhaven, and all his team, and that'll be a travel call on Hyatt. And so it'll become CSJ ball. Again, they'll face no pressure. They've only had to press one time. And again, that was at the end of the first half, and I believe more than anything that Fisher College is just trying to make CSJ use clock. Garrow, way outside, nope. And he'll be chased down in the corner by Beckham. And boy, the numbers are there for Fisher College, and there's the foul. It'll be on gun, and that will stop the clock with 5:57 to go. Streeter going to be coming in the ball game. She goes to the scores table for Fisher College, and she'll have to wait until the second shot as McFadden at the line. Going to miss the first one. Neither team's been burning it up from the free throw line today. And okay, I was had to see his gun that's set down, so. And she'll miss the second one, and that ball will take a good bounce for CSJ. Kroc will glide in the front court. Give it back on the trail to Garrow. She'll put it up, and nope. And jump ball called. Good hustle by Amanda Howard. And now Streeter will come in for McFadden. That's the Fisher change. And I believe it's going to be CSJ ball on the baseline as LaBrie. Her pass tipped, ends up in Garrow's hands. She'll go to Paquette, and they'll swing it around to LaBrie, and she's open and got it. That's her, I think that is her second perimeter shot of the ball game. I think that's 5 points for her officially in the basketball game. Makes it 47-29 Fisher College. In that Loyalty Day parade, that's a cool thing. Get a lot of, well, I know you got the muscle cars, the fire trucks, some military equipment out there. I mean, it's a good parade. And that's hosted by Sam Grusso. Sam's Good News. It's put on by the VFW. And hopefully it'll be good weather that day, and the streets will be full of people to watch it. Beckham calls for the ball, got the ball, and Kroc on it defensively. Wadhams has been the leader out there as far as vocal. And in the huddle, and vocal played for Fisher. And she'll set it up again, and Wadhams, nope, had a good look, didn't can it. Garrow with the ball, and the push up the far side. And Garrow, she likes those sidelines. That's something she's done from start of the season, in the season. And she'll miss that shot. Yeah, and Beckham making sure she saw her, and she'll get the ball. Going to take it up, and got it. That was a tough shot. She was angled off from the bucket and put a lot of English on the ball and got it to cooperate with her and spin up and in. 49-29, Fisher College. Going to win this one. It's down to 4:24 to go. There's Howard, a little long, a little strong. And Paquette trying to walk it off a little bit. I believe she caught an inadvertent elbow to the cheekbone area, and she's going to shake it out. Or she got hit with the ball, one or the other. Garrow, up. Nope. Rebound, Streeter. Yeah, I didn't understand why they didn't try to post up Garrow and Howard more today, especially since the outside shot hasn't been working. And yeah. That will be a foul on Garrow. Again, just really lack of moving the feet. And that will bring Gunn in. She'll have to wait for the second shot. That'll be the fourth foul on Garrow. And so Leslie Wadhams had a big game, especially second half. And she'll count down. I don't have the score stat in front of me, but I know she's up there in points. So. And it'll be Gunn for Kroc. And that's a CSJ change. Yeah, in the upcoming Sports Beat show, you have, well, it's kind of a promo for the Glazic tournament, but just talking about the Glazic tournament past history, where it's going in the future, some of the highlights of it, and that's going to be with Pat Lahan and Jimmy Shortle. A couple local guys, a couple legends actually. And again, you can just go to PEGTV.com, click the link for Sports Beat, and nice shot. That was by Dennis, and 53-29. The Falcons with the lead and 3.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Also in the season, this will wrap up my CSJ women's basketball coverage. And LeBrie trying to can another one will just be off the mark with that, just a tad. And here comes the push, the pass, and the turnover. That was Beckham. Trying to lead the break, was looking for Hyatt. And right idea, just passed a tad bit too high. And again, got to start thinking about the spring sports schedule. Got Proctor boys varsity baseball action for you from Proctor, Vermont. Coach Darren Carter in the game. Got all the way to the semifinals last year. See how they do this year. They got a lot of returning veteran players. Streeter up and might have been partially blocked. She'll chase down the loose ball. And again, they're winning all those 50-50 balls. Fisher Colleges. And that foul beyond Paquette. And is she gone? Nope, it's only her fourth. Whole bunch of CSJ players with 4 fouls on them right now, but just 2:56 to go in the ball game. So I don't say irrelevant, but I don't think it's going to matter. Then you got Mill River girls softball action. Again, they should have a solid team this year. They had a lot of underclassmen last year that I don't want to say overachieved. They really contributed, and they had a great record. And they should have hopefully have a solid season this year. Jarrell will make the grab. Hyatt, they didn't think about it, but they blew the whistle. I'll be Hyatt with the foul officially now, and Garrell going to the line. And it's just a 1-on-1, so looking for the 30th point for CSJ in this basketball game. Will do so on a switch. And the second one's going to be a little short. Just did kiss the rim. And Wadham's able to rip the ball out of there and get it off to Beckham now. Walk it down the floor. They've had times push the ball when it's been there. Yeah, and then come this summer, I expect to do some more of the Proctor youth baseball action. Streeter, nice move, no finish. Done with the rebound and kind of bring it up the floor herself. Done with the push. Front court, below the arc on the give to the elbow to Garrell. She'll bring it back to Gunn. Throws the ball down inside below the free throw line to Howard. She'll go off the window, no good. Chase down and last touch. Well, it didn't matter. Streeter made a great play to make the save. Garrell getting up a little bit slow. The numbers are favoring Fisher College in that pass. That really wasn't a bad pass. I don't think Dennis expected it to get there, and it did, and she just had a little bit out of her reach. And so the Saints, with just 2 minutes left in their home season, going to have a lot to reflect on after this one. And they'll throw across Gunn, sets, and got it. Oh yeah, her shooting's improved a lot. She just didn't shoot today. And the shot clock's still in effect here. There's a minute 41 to go in the basketball game on the game clock. And Fisher wants a timeout. Up 54-32. Just to slide over a little bit. Basically in front of the scores table. And Beckham with Paquette. Paquette with the 4 fouls. And like I didn't mean it sarcastically. I don't think the foul trouble is an issue in this ball game. Garrell jumped up, knocked the ball out of bounds. And he'll stay with Fisher College with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Streeter calls for the ball, got the ball, and Dennis up and just missed it. And here comes the Saints down the floor. There's Garrell with the take on the trail, and on the spin move, she will get control of the ball. Yes. It was up in the air for a second, but she made the grab. Now they want to, again, they had the ball down low. Like to not take the shotgun. Went through all the defense. There's Howard. No. Bobcat, as always, right there down low. And that's a tough pass to handle, and Howard will kick it back out to the gun. To Howard, little hook, got it. I think they could have really been in the ballgame if they'd gotten to the low post a lot more today. I mean, matchup-wise, there wasn't a dominant player in the low post for Fisher College. But everybody runs their offense different. One interpretation's no better than another interpretation. And just 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And Fisher very content right now to let Wadhams take that. 3-point shot for Wadhams. That's her first three. Big smile on her face. Now the shot clock is off and just 16 seconds to go. They do a full spin, and Garrett looking for another chance at a three. No good. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, and that will be the ball game. And it's going to be Fisher with the win on the Saints' last home game, 57-34.